Hey guys, welcome to Pave's 4x4. Today we're going to take a tour underneath the Pajero Evo. Now compared to the second generation Pajeros, the Pajero Evolution underwent some pretty radical changes, not only to the body but also to the chassis and suspension architecture. Looking underneath the car, the first big change you'll see is that instead of a torsion bar and shock absorber setup like you see on the standard Gen 2s, they've gone for a coilover with double wishbone suspension. And this gives the Evo about 240mm of suspension travel on the front. The front suspension arm, upper suspension arm, is aluminium. And on this Evo in particular, it's got Öhlins shock absorbers. The brake rotors are still a standard 270mm with twin piston calipers in the front. And another big change you'll see in the Evo is the thickness of these sway bars here. I reckon they're about 30% thicker roughly than the standard sway bars, which really helps keeping it flat through the corners. And moving on to the rear suspension, most people would know that the Generation 2s came with a big heavy solid axle, but that's been swapped out for a nice lightweight multi-link rear on the Evo. The brakes look about the same as a standard Pajero, looking like they're about 270mm again, with a single piston caliper. You've got upper control arm, lower control arm, trailing arm, and just another sort of tie rod here. The sway bars are again a bit thicker than on the standard Gen 2s, which is going to help keep it nice and flat through the corners. And on this particular Evo, I've got some Öhlins shock absorbers with a piggyback reservoir. And on the rear you get about, I think it's 270mm of travel. And at the front you've got a 5mm thick aluminium bash plate. I never would have expected to find an aluminium bash plate in a four-wheel drive, but there you have it. Seems to be doing a pretty good job. Hidden underneath this bash plate is a limited slip differential. On here this thing has a custom exhaust, which is going to need a bit of work on it soon. The front prop shaft is a fair bit thinner than the standard Pajero, which I reckon is just there for lightness. And at the rear you'll find another limited slip rear diff. And with the front and rear limited slip diffs combined, this thing's really stable through the corners. And still does a really good job off-road. And all the way at the back, nothing too special here. There's just a 75 litre fuel tank. So guys, there you have it. That's the underside of a Pajero Evo. If there's anything else you want to know about this thing, just leave a comment below. And if you want to see more of this thing, hit that subscribe button.